Dawson Rider Review.
Hey YouTube, it's Dawson Rider here with a review of Figma Kamen Rider Onyx from Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. Let's go ahead and jump right in with the packaging. Same packaging we've come to expect. It says Figma in black because he is Brock. Max Factory, it says Kamen Rider Onyx right here. Got his symbol right here, which looks really cool. You can also see it in the back. The side here is a picture of Onyx looking cool, holding his card. On the top, another cool shot of him with the Figma name. Same thing here on the side, on the bottom. And then on the back, you get some cool poses that you can get this guy into. So yeah, he's all mysterious, guard and sword vent, holding card, strike vent, and epic action pose. So, let's see what this guy comes with. Panning camera down. So he comes with the usual stuff. Let's get that out of the way. Hand holder with all his action hands and holding things hands. The stand with you put them together and they're together. They're holding up the board right now. You got his arm piece, his card reader, which I will put on momentarily, but that looks cool. It's nicely painted. It comes. I don't remember them ever not having it on Onyx or Dragon Knight, but it comes off. You got these two little black pieces here for clipping on guard vent on the bottom, and then these two shoulder pieces which are identical that I'll show you how to do for guard vent on top. Strike vent here, which is just a drag blocker, I think, is its head. I don't know, I could be lying. But it looks cool. It's all black with the red eyes and the silver paint. It looks nice. And his mouth opens. His mouth. Sword vent looks really cool. I really like his sword vent just with the black silver coloring. It looks really cool. I enjoy it. And then his guard vents, which are the dragon's stomach and legs. Black and silver again. Looking cool. Like it. And then of course, he comes with a bag to carry it all in. To carry all his accessories. Okay. So let's take a look at the figure. I always liked, black repaints reminds me of Spider-Man. They really did something cool with him in the show. But so, that being said, I have a few nitpicks about him. Anyway. So here's his head sculpt. Now, this is obviously a repaint of Dragon Knight, but the thing is, I'll show you when I compare it, is they flattened out where his eyes are, and I don't see any form of eyes, so he looks like he doesn't have eyes. Now, I understand at certain angles in the show and such, you can't tell that he has eyes, but he's got them underneath, and I think they needed to include that bump like they have on Ryuki or Dragon Knight, so that it looks a little weird to me when he doesn't have eyes like that, personally. But so yeah, other than that, great paint detailings here. He's got his symbol up here, black and gold, pretty simple. The chest looks good. It's rubbery chest here. He's all rubbery around here too. But it looks good. As you can see, it's pretty much all like this kind of cobalt black. His belt here, it's painted nicely, but I don't remember his Advent deck being that silver in the show. I remember it being more of a dark gray. It seems a little inaccurate to me. Here's the back, and there's his butt. It's all flat. But so, not a whole lot to go over. He's basically just black. He looks like a shadow. So articulation, he's the same as Ryuki, 360 ball joint here, swiveling, single joint here, swiveling at the wrist, articulation at the waist and chest, and then he's got the rubber part under here to hide it. 360 ball joint here, hidden by the waist again, double knee joint, or a single knee joint that acts like a double, swiveling or back and forth, side to side feet. So same as Dragon Knight. So alright. You know what, my Ryuki review is a disaster because of this guy's mechanics, this mold's mechanics. I don't even remember, it might have not even gone up because it was so bad, but, so what should I show first? Let's get guard vent out of the way. So, this is one thing I really didn't like about Ryuki and don't like about Onyx, is their mechanics for putting on guard vent, which are just stupid. So, you're gonna first want to take his whole arm off, just set it aside. Oh god, and then you'll notice that everything will come off frame. You want to take this piece off and separate what was his upper arm piece, which is this little thingy, out. So take this aside and be sure not to lose it. I'm only going to do this on one side, by the way. So now what you're going to want to do is line this up like so. And then just be very careful. It might even take me a try. I apologize in advance for any mistakes. So then put this peg through the hole, and you're going to have to hold it in place with your fingers. And you got to make sure you find the peg here, and then take his arm and put it in. And this sometimes cannot line up properly, and you'll find him falling out later, and it's really annoying. So there you go. So it's like that. And then you take the guard vent, and you take the hole here, and you put it in, and now he's guard venting. Now it looks nice and all that, and it'll look cool when he has both on, which I'm not going to do. But I don't like that mechanic. It doesn't make sense to me because of the fact that here you have a... I guess it's more accurate if it looks like this, but you have an opportunity to make this the hole and then give this thing a peg that'll fit this perfect, and then you can just snap it on without any unnecessary arm changes. So while I'm disassembling shit, the next thing I'm going to want to do is take this arm off here. I found a trick. I mean, it doesn't make me sound smart or anything, but when you pull this down, a lot of the times this joint would come right out, but if you bend it, it comes out a lot easier. People have already probably figured that out. I'm just a dupe. Okay, and then you get strike vent here, and you just replace it. Also, strike vent, like a lot of those figures, had that little... I might be putting this on wrong. No, he's good. He'll be good in a second once I get his arm situated right, so that it makes sense. Had that little like clear ball joint in there. I don't know what it's for. Like I said before, like it collects dust or something. There you go. Look, now he's got strike vent. So that's cool. That's how you do that. Anyway, it had that clear ball joint, and I don't know why they do it, but it's a pain in the ass to get out. And most of the time, I actually had to use my teeth. And I don't want... It actually hurt at one point, but I'm not like whining. But I'm just saying it's a stupid mechanic. I don't know why they put that in there. Are you trying to protect it from dust? What's going on here? Oh, this all got twisted around. See what a dumb mechanic this can be. I'm not even talking about a car mechanic. Alright, let's put his joints back. Sorry, this review will run long because of this nonsense. Nonsense. Nonsense, as Chetsu would say. So let's put it all back. Really a pain in the ass. They should have worked this out a lot better, honestly. Like when I was making sure I had it right earlier, he would just fall apart because I didn't get him right earlier. Alright, so that should be good. Let's pray that that's good and that his arm's right, because his arm might be totally fucked. Damn it. Anyway, I think his arm's like broken. But before I fix that, the next thing you can do for guard vent is take these little black pieces here and... You know what? I'm going to fix his arm. Please hold. Alright, I apologize about that. I'm sorry. This is going better than Ryuki did, though. Ryuki will probably get poisted. It'll get poisted eventually, and you'll see how bad it was. And then you can see if you want tickets to the bears or actual bears. So, you clip it on. Listen to me think. Okay, so you clip it onto the side here. And you just kind of keep the peg where the hole is. That's the way I always do it. Guard vent. Okay, so then take the bottom hole this time and plug it in, and you get lower guard vent, which is definitely a lot easier than this whole shoulder switching gimmick. So, yeah, you can do that. So, that's guard vent. So now what you're going to want to do is actually make the figure look show accurate. I don't even know what I'm saying. Look show accurate. So, take this piece off here. You can pretty much just get rid of this whole piece now. Or not get rid of it, but set it aside. And now put the right arm piece on with his card reader. Like so. It's a pretty tight joint. I'm pleasantly surprised, unless I'm just putting it on wrong. No? Okay. So now you're going to want to get the hand that's going to hold this handle here. So this can be rather tricky, and be careful with the rubber plastic. You don't want it to break. So I'm gonna just push it under, get it the best I can. There you go. So see, now he's holding it like that. It's a rubber plastic, which is good for flexibility, but it makes me nervous I'm gonna break it. So now he's all accurate. And one other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give him a hand to hold his sword. And then we're going to pose him and compare him to Ryuki. Totally just pwned something. I don't know what it was. Okay. Sorry about all these steps I'm taking. And if I'm taking a long time, I apologize. I'm just trying to show you everything, and then I go off frame like that. And that was just rude. So, I don't know what kind of pose we're going to do him up in. I'm just going to do him in a generic pose for now. And also, I haven't mentioned this in any of my other Figma reviews, But is anybody else having trouble getting the pegs for these in the hole? It's like such a pain in the ass. You have to like really push. It's really annoying. It's bugging the crap out of me. Okay. So there is Onyx doing his generic pose, about ready to use Geodude, his best friend. And then we're going to bring in Dragon Knight. And here they are. And so, check it out, check it out, check it out. I already made that joke in another review. You see how Ryuki's eyes, like, pop out, or Dragon Knight's eyes? You see how the camera doesn't focus? My god, focus, you jerk. Okay. How they pop out? That needs to happen here, I think. And focusing also needs to happen, so... But there they are together, they look good. So overall, Onyx, I wouldn't say he's like a huge disappointment like Siren, but I'm a little disappointed just by that detail with his eyes. I don't know why, and then maybe the belt potentially being inaccurate, unless it really is that color and I'm just a derp. But so overall, I think Onyx is a good figure. He's just like Dragon Knight, he's a solid figure. The mechanic behind putting his guard vent and such on really bugs me. But if you get past that, I mean, it's still a really good figure, and I think that the Ryuki and Dragon Knight design flows better with Figmas than it does figure arts. I mean, the figure art prototype definitely looks good. I just think it flows better here. So, if you love Onyx or Ryuga, this is a really good figure at a good price. I have a hunch the exclusive Ryuga, or I mean, Ryuga will be an exclusive for figure art, so this is a good way to get it for a good price. It's a very solid figure if you love it. It's not a wild, crazy recommendation like you have to get it like Tiger, who's cool, but he's definitely a solid figure, and I don't think you'll be disappointed if you pick him up. So anyway, that is about it. I've rambled on enough. Until next time, check out the epic site at writersrangersrambles.com for token news in the craziest way possible. And of course, check out the Ramboards while you're there to talk about how much you like the color black and the color red and all things Sentai. I don't know what I'm saying. Dawson Rider, signing.